we're Showgirls.
Showgirl.
Guys, hello.
Today we are breaking down the life of a showgirl, the last track on the album The Life of a Showgirl by Taylor Swift, and the title track, obviously.
Absolutely, and the song featuring Sabrina Carpenter.
Yes, finally.
Deeply offensive.
Oh my God. We really wanted a collab and we got a collab.
Yep.
And I think it was the perfect song for that to happen. Not only was she opening for Taylor on the Eras tour, but she is a showgirl.
Yeah, she's got the right energy for a song like this and an album like this, I think.
Totally.
She's so theatrical and, you know, even looking at like her short and sweet tour, like it had so many different like storytelling elements and like the whole like home setup and everything. Like she's doing it in a way that feels the most Taylor Swift coded without it being like Taylor Swift.
I really love this song. I feel like it just continues to grow and grow on me. I love it as a closing track as well. I think it just gives a really great like contextual ending to the album, and I think it really like speaks to Taylor's experience in the industry and like the resilience that it takes to be a showgirl, and that's very fitting coming off the back of the Eras tour and the documentary and everything.
Yeah.
And I just really like the sound of it.
Yeah, this is definitely not my favorite song on the album, but I definitely agree that it's a really, really great outro for this album. And the outro of this song is really, really perfect for the end of an album.
Yeah. It's kind of like a little bit like Clara Bow from Tortured Poets in a way, because I think it's like, it's really speaking to the showgirl experience. And I guess like in a way there's like some characters in this song, which I like as well. Like they're both, Sabrina and Taylor are both playing characters, which I quite like. Anyway, shall we have a listen?
Let's have a listen.
And get into
it. Her name was Kitty, made her money being pretty and witty. They gave her the keys to this city, then they said she didn't do it legitly. I bought a ticket, she's dancing in her garters and fishnets. 50 in the cast, 0 missteps. Looking back, I guess it was kismet. I
waited. Is that the pre-chorus?
Yes.
Yeah.
It is.
That makes sense.
Yes.
Nice melody shift there.
It's really interesting how this song really does open. It's such a storytelling song, which is such a Taylor Swift coded thing to do. And she has said in her interviews in this era that Kitty is a fictional showgirl. This is not actually something that happened to her, but I think is still a concept that she really resonates with. Her name was Kitty, made her money being pretty and witty. They gave her the keys to this city, then they said she didn't do it legitly.
I mean, the common female experience, isn't it?
Yeah. They build her up and then they tear you down. It's very nothing new coded, these first lines.
Yes, it's so true. You're right.
Made her money being pretty and witty. It's like she's doing the thing what society says a woman's value is held in. It's in her beauty. It's in her looks. And then they're like, oh my God, you're so amazing. You're so gorgeous. Oh my God. Gave her the keys to this city. Basically just like opened up the doors for her. Let her like be as successful as she has been in her career. But then when she has that success, they strip it away from her and say she didn't do it legitly. And I do think that there's something so relatable about that for a lot of women, even if they don't relate to the showgirl concept, because I think that it's so true that women feel like their worth is in their beauty, but then when they actually try to emphasize that beauty or show off that beauty or use it to their advantage, people tear them down for that.
They don't want
like
to
they're being conceited. I feel like it really spells out how difficult it is to be a woman in this world.
It's like
showgirl or otherwise.
So true. And I do like she's saying being pretty and witty, because I think that first of all, I feel like that links to Taylor nicely, because I think you need to have wit to be able to be a good songwriter. But I also think that it really speaks to Sabrina Carpenter as well. Like, and like, I guess just the showgirl of it all. It's like they all kind of have that in common. It's like they're pretty, but they've also got the wit. They've got the smart. Yeah. And Sabrina is like very much so famous for her lyrics being witty. Also, I love that this fictional character is called Kitty, because we know Taylor's obsessed with cats.
Yes, so true.
Also, we know that her mother's dog is called Kitty.
Yes, so true.
And that's also reflected in the Fate of Ophelia music video, because when they're shooting and it's like got the thing on it. It says Kitty
Finley,
which is her grandmother's maiden name, or her
because it's her grandmother's
last name.
Yes,
not her maiden name.
Yes, correct.
Yes, her mother's maiden name.
Yes.
So because like that's why the dog is called that, because it's like her mother's child
so
as well.
true.
So I love
about
the
link
lore to all of that, to this fictional character as well.
So true. I think the mention of her being pretty and witty as well, there's something about the use of the word witty that I think, like you said, applies to Taylor and Sabrina in the sense that I think they have a really good ability to use their humor to laugh things off that are really like kind of fucked up that have happened to them in their lives but also in their careers.
And she said Sabrina is like a showgirl for that reason, like her ability to withstand like the critics and like everything, like that's a showgirl codedness.
Absolutely. Yeah. There's almost a sadness to it. It's like these women have to be witty and able to laugh shit off because so much fucked up shit's going to happen to them. They have to be witty to get through it.
And just saying they didn't do it legitly, like that is also really interesting. I think the word legitly is so interesting because it kind of reminds me of when Taylor talks about like in The Man, like how like they'd say I hustled, put in the work, instead of shake their heads and question how much of this I deserve. It's like being a woman is immediately like comes with this kind of like extra layer of having to prove yourself over and over and over again. Maybe because they're pretty. It's like that kind of cancels out like their power moves.
So true.
Their ability to be a good businesswoman.
Absolutely.
I love that. And I also wonder if like gave her the keys to this city is kind of referencing, is it in Look What You Made Me Do where she says something about the keys?
I don't like your kingdom keys. They once belonged to me.
So that's kind of interesting because I feel like that's during her cancellation. Like she's used that metaphor before, like having the keys to the city.
So true.
And then that being taken away from her and what that felt like.
I bought a ticket. She's dancing in her garters and fishnets. 50 in the cast, 0 missteps. Looking back, I guess it was kismet.
So this is her now saying that she's at this Kitty's show watching her and how amazing it is. What do you think she means by 50 in the cast?
Like this show that she's gone to see, like Kitty is the star of it, but there's 50 in the cast and there's 0 missteps. And I do really love this lyric because it's like, even though the world is saying she's not doing it legitly or like they don't appreciate this show and everything that's gone into it from Kitty's perspective, it's like Taylor shows up at the show and she's able to see the hard work that's gone into it. She's like, I can't believe that there were 0 missteps in 50 in the cast, not 1 misstep. I see that perfection. I see what's gone into that. I see you,
but it's
Kitty.
also a link to Taylor's show.
Yes, it is.
That's exactly the case on the Eras tour, right? Like no one ever is stepping out, making a mistake ever. So I guess the kismet lyric is more talking about her showing up at the show. Like it was kismet that she was there in this fictional story watching this person.
Yes, because that's where she was destined to go.
It led her to become this. But I also like it just kind of playing on the fact that like kismet and like it's meant to be like people's dreams coming true, but actually there's a lot of work that goes into it.
So true.
Waited by the stage door, packed in with the autograph hounds, barking her name, then glowing like the end of a cigarette. Wow, she came out. I said, you live in my dream. Then she said to me,
I do love the instrumental to this as well, like this, the whole sound of it being like this boom, clap, like it feels just very like traditional, very familiar, but also kind of fresh for Taylor. Like she doesn't really have a song that sounds like this, but there's something classic about it.
There is, and I like that like the clap is such a big part of the production of this song because it really matches like the theme of like going and seeing a showgirl.
So
it's like there's a claps happening.
You have the audience in the sound of the production.
Yes. Now this pre-chorus is actually really fucked up. When we were going through on Patreon in a video our favorite lyrics on this album, you brought up this pre-chorus and you really fucked me up. With the way that you broke this pre-chorus down and in a way that I hadn't fully thought about before. So I waited by the stage door, packed in with the autograph hounds, barking her name. That fucked me up the way that you explained to me that like the pack and the hounds and the barking all go together really well.
Yes.
So, but packed in with the autograph hounds, it's like all these people are standing at the door rushing to get an autograph from Kitty.
Yeah, it's just like
they're barking her name.
Yeah, it's like it feels like she's just amongst all these dogs, these hounds.
It's aggressive.
It's
you
aggressive,
immediately get this idea of aggression. It's like these people don't care about the person. They just care about getting the autograph or getting the picture or just like getting something for themselves.
Yeah.
It's not about her.
Yeah, packed in with the autograph hounds is such a good lyric.
Yeah.
And I do love that she's calling them autograph hounds because that's really what they are. Just hunting for an autograph.
Hunting.
But then in comparison, then glowing like the end of a cigarette. Wow. She came out. I love this part.
Yeah, that's great.
Oh, the delivery is so enticing. Like I love how storytelling it is, and you're like really on the edge of your seat for every word and the way that it's described in this song. But to describe her like that, glowing like the end of a cigarette.
And then just the wow. I love how
that.
she delivers that. Like it's like you're in that
you're
moment
there.
with her. Like
Totally.
wow, she came out. Like
It's so good.
Amazing.
It's like a book.
it's like a book, it's like a movie, and once again, very strong visuals with this song. Like I'm
The whole
seeing
time.
all of this
So
unfold in
true.
my head as she sings it.
And she's glowing. She's so magnificent and magnetic. She's glowing like the end of a cigarette. Like that simile is just so incredible. But I
Yeah.
also love that it's like the cigarette as well, because I feel like that's a very showgirl thing to maybe be smoking a cigarette.
Yes.
But she is like the end of a cigarette.
Yes,
I don't know, it's
the
very
comparison to the cigarette is so fascinating because I also think that like it kind of plays on that like it all looks glamorous but behind the scenes it's not. Like smoking a cigarette is often portrayed in that way. Like you see old like black and white photographs of like people in like the early 20th century like smoking a cigarette and you're like, wow, that's so cool or so sexy. But like smoking a cigarette is not cool or sexy. It's disgusting.
It's got this glamorous old school, old Hollywood vibe to it. So
Yes,
true.
and I feel like that metaphor is kind of like it exists
What this
there to kind of
lifestyle
show.
is.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's like there are goods and bads to it. It looks like one thing, but there's actually nothing
But
glamorous
it's
about
destroying
it
you.
at all. It's destroying you.
So true.
And then that is further explored as she goes on. So I said, "You're living my dream." Then she said to me,
Yeah, so what Taylor sees is this dream, or
Yeah.
whoever the
Taylor
the
sees the
person
glowing,
is.
and then it's like the chorus is Kitty explaining how it's actually like a cigarette.
It's actually like a cigarette. So true.
Yeah, like all the bads.
Yeah, I really love the pace of this song. Like, I think that's part of the good storytelling in it. Like the first verse really eases you in. It sets the context, not only the context of the show, but the context of how the viewer, how Taylor watching the show feels, and then how that pace shifts. You know, the rush of her coming off the stage and walking outside, and what that kind of experience must feel like for the person receiving all of that, like these dogs barking at you. I love how quickly that pre-chorus kind of change in its pace, and then how it like peaks in the chorus, like it. Whew, hey,
So
you know?
true. You're
I
so
just
right.
feel like it's so good, and then that continues to happen throughout the whole song. But
Yeah.
the pace and the storytelling and the delivery is just so enticing and entertaining to me.
That's
The
such
life
a
of a
good
showgirl.
point, because the pre-chorus, especially at the beginning, is so fast-paced, and it almost is like the way that she sings it almost gives you the excitement of waiting for a celebrity to
You're
walk
like,
out.
oh, waiting.
I waited
And
by
then-
the stage
and
door,
that's-
packed in with the autograph hounds, barking her name, that's going like the end of a cigarette. Wow,
Wow.
she came out. Like it all
You're
just
feeling
flows.
it all, yeah.
You're feeling the anticipation
Absolutely.
of this person coming out.
Yeah. Yeah. She does that a lot on this album. Really theatrical.
Oh my god, this bitch is so good.
Really
She's
theatrical.
so good.
Hey, thank you for the lovely bouquet. You're sweeter than a peach, but you don't know the life of a showgirl, babe. And you're never ever gonna wait. The more you play, the more that you pay. You're softer than a kitten, so you don't know the life of a showgirl, babe. And you're never gonna wanna.
Oh, the facts, the tea.
The
Yeah.
The facts are being spilt here. Hey, thank you for the lovely bouquet. You're sweeter than a peach, but you don't know the life of a showgirl, babe, and you're never ever gonna.
Tea. I love the way that this is delivered once again, because you can really imagine an older, wiser woman saying this and saying it exactly like this, especially a showgirl.
Yeah.
I love the metaphors comparing to the peach and to the kitten, is sweeter than a peach, softer than a kitten. Like, that's all just so beautiful. Like, I love that imagery.
Yeah.
It's got this harsh message behind it whilst also being sweet and complimentary.
So true.
Which is that wit, that smart. It's like, it's just so perfectly delivered.
So true. And it's so, I find it so interesting. This line at the end of that sort of run is, you're never ever gonna.
Yeah.
And I've thought about this lyric because at first it didn't quite make sense to me, because it makes more sense where she gets to at the end, you're never gonna wanna. But I thought about it and I'm like, well, she's writing about this fictional showgirl, right? And so from Kitty's perspective, it's like, if she's seeing this girl who is so sweet in nature, it's like, Kitty can't even fathom, you are too sweet for this. You're never going to get there.
And I also think it's also like, it's so rare that anyone makes it.
Yes.
So you're never going to know.
You're never going to know.
You're...
As if you're going to be one in a million that gets there.
You're never even going to know, doll.
Yeah.
It's kind of condescending, but it's also kind of truthful and straight up, and maybe helpful to say as well.
Yes, absolutely.
But also a bit of a shock in the face. Like, and I think that's what it's meant to be to the audience as well. It's like, I think that in a way, this whole song is this character and this story between like two fictional situations, but it's actually Taylor saying this to the audience, to the listener of the song. It's like, you're never gonna know.
This is what makes this song so brilliantly written, is that Taylor is the young like girl in the story, but she is actually also Kitty. She is telling everybody. She's both. She understands both sides of this.
And that's why it reminds me of Clara Bow as well, because I think she's both in that too. She was the girl being like, oh, people telling me I look like Stevie Nicks. What? Oh my God. And now she is also the one that is being told that now she is also the one that people use the example to tell younger people, wow, you're going to be like Taylor Swift. So she's been on both ends, and father figures like that too. Yeah. Like, she really is playing in this whole album so much with that concept of being the girl, remembering she was the girl that wanted it all, and now being at the top of the industry.
Yes.
And how those two versions of herself meet together.
Yes.
And how they speak to each other.
Absolutely. The more you play, the more that you pay.
Oh, I love this lyric.
Please take us away on that lyric.
Oh, I just love it, because it's like, it's the more you play the game, the more you try to be this successful showgirl, the more you pay for it. Yeah. And I just love the play and pay, like, kind of rhyme, but also just the fact that it's alluding to a game. Yes. And a cost. Yes. I just think it's such a good lyric to really show, what's involved. Absolutely. The wit, the smart of playing the game. Yeah. The cost that you pay to kind of, just suffer so much. So true. It's a lot. Yeah, it's the perfect metaphor, because like on face value, it feels like it's like you're playing a game that you're paying for. So the more times you play, the more you have to like spend your coin, but it is actually in a bigger picture sense, like the cost to you in your life. And I think that is something that resonates so deeply with Taylor. It also reminds me of that quote now that Taylor said in the docuseries, where she said, everyone's jealous of what you got and no one's jealous of what it costs to get it, or what you put in to get it. And I think that's really interesting too. Yeah. I also love that she's saying wait here, because I find that really conversational and also quite paints a bigger picture to the scenario. You're never ever gonna wait. She's kind of, they're ending the conversation and then coming back to it, or Taylor goes to turn away and Kitty goes, wait. The more you play, the more that you pay. Yeah, I need to drill this message into you. And I love that. I feel like it's very theatrical. It is. You're so right. There's something so conversational, so movie-like. Yeah.
She was a menace, the baby of the family in Lennox. Her father whored around like all men did. Her mother took pills and played tennis.
The twang.
The twang. It's got that like country vibe for like a second in there, which is so interesting.
Because like I feel like Sabrina's kind of had that twang lately as well. Yes. With this verse, I think about Taylor saying how she wanted to put a little dig in there for the men, for Sabrina to sing, because she's always like having a little dig at men.
So true. She was a menace, the baby of the family in Lennox. Her father whored around like all men did. Her mother took pills and played tennis. It's really interesting to me to consider with this verse that it was entirely written by Taylor, but then Sabrina sings it. Because I think, to your point, it's like these lyrics seem to match what we know about Sabrina's life and like her background and stuff. Well, doesn't she have a few lyrics about her dad?
cheating. Oh my God, yes. In emails I can't send.
Yes.
Yeah.
And she is the baby of her family as well. She's the youngest.
Yeah.
So
I think that this story here feels very showgirl coded, or I guess like a lot of people that turn to theatre and music and the life of the glamour and everything, I think can often come from troubled homes or just like, you know, maybe backgrounds where their family wasn't very present. And I think that kind of continues on throughout this whole like pre-chorus as well. It's like people that struggle turn to this and then they don't actually get what they thought they were going to get out of it.
yeah, so true.
So she waited by the stage door, asked the club promoter arrive. She said, I'd sell my soul to have a taste of a magnificent life. It's all mine. But that's not what showgirls get. They leave us for dead. Hey, thank you for the lovely bouquet.
Oh my God, her vocals are so good.
Yeah, she really just screams that at the end, doesn't she?
Screams it.
Yeah.
The first verse is Taylor talking about Kitty, talking about how she, like, talking about her in third person kind of thing, like being like, this is what she went through, and so I went to her show.
Oh my God, and the second verse is also
And the second
in
verse is...
Yes, but that's Kitty's experience. I've never fathomed that.
Yeah, that's Kitty's experience.
It's like, this is Kitty's background.
This is Kitty's background.
Oh, I fully just said before that it's like Taylor's fictionalizing her own upbringing by writing these lyrics, but she's not. It's about Kitty.
It's Kitty's
I fully haven't thought about that.
Yeah.
So so no wonder Kitty is saying all of these things, and this is the advice, because being that she's maybe been compelled to live this life because of not having an amazing upbringing, it's like she's not finding as much satisfaction in the life as she hoped she would, but Taylor does, because Taylor didn't have that bad experience pushing her to do this.
The reason she's telling Taylor when Taylor comes to Kitty's show and she's asking her like, oh my God, you're amazing, and she's saying, warning, warning. The reason she's doing that is because she actually did the same thing. She went to the stage door and begged for a magnificent life, but that's not what she got. They left her for dead. So that's the reason when Taylor comes to the door, she's now saying, warning, because I've been you. I've been you, and I can see you don't have what it takes to be me. Here.
I've fully never fathomed this, how the first pre-chorus is I waited by the stage door, and the second one is she waited by the stage door.
So going back in time.
Kitty's done that too.
Kitty's story.
Yeah.
And Sabrina is telling Kitty's story. So yeah, it's really quite interesting.
Yeah. So because of that upbringing, she waited by the stage door as the club promoter arrived. She said, I'd sell my soul to have a taste of a magnificent life that's all mine. It's like, I would do anything to have the perception that I have of what it is to be a showgirl, because that looks so much better than where I've come from.
Absolutely. And I think like people that like are neglected by their parents, they search for that validation and that love and praise in other ways.
So interesting to consider that specific trajectory, because I guess there's so much like love and praise and validation that you get from like the masses when you become famous or like a showgirl or whatever, that I can so understand that when if you've come from a background like that, it would feel like, oh, I've made it.
I really relate to this verse, and this song in general makes me feel so much, I think, because I had a similar feeling to that attraction to like I wanted to dance all of my life, and then I started making YouTube videos. Like I feel like I've always been attracted to that connection with an audience.
Yeah.
And I think as well, like when I was younger, I remember just like being praised for dance, and it felt good. But it felt good to make people feel something.
Yeah.
The arts make us feel something.
Yeah.
And so people that are wanting that connection with people, I think, feel that's the quickest way to get it and almost a guaranteed way to get it, right?
Yeah, the connection is an interesting angle of it too. It's not just that you receive validation for being a showgirl, but it's also the fact that like if you come from an upbringing that isn't as connected with your family members or whatever, or like you never felt like your parents were present with you or whatever, then you are sort of craving that connection as well.
Absolutely. And you get it in so many ways, because not only do you have to be giving up your entire life to be so good at something,
yeah,
you have to live with those people. They become your family essentially. Like there's just so many elements to it. I love that she like says she'll sell her soul. Like she's desperate to do anything for the taste of a magnificent life.
Yeah.
And I think the lyric that really hits me, that's all mine, is so interesting as well. It's like so desperate for something to feel like her.
Yes.
And it's hers.
Yes.
And like, I don't know, I just feel like these lyrics are so telling.
Yeah, that's really interesting. It makes me think about maybe like a sense of there being like a lack of control growing up as well.
Totally.
So it's like, if it's mine, I'm in control of my own life.
Yes, which is also ironic because it ends up being like you have this kind of like persona that you can't control.
Yeah.
Like the way people
So true.
perceive you is going to be the opposite of that.
And that's what she
Which is
really
what-
ends it with, right?
It's not what showgirls get. They leave us for dead.
Yeah, she's literally saying like the dream that you think this is and the way in which you think this is going to fulfill all of the needs that were lacking in your life growing up, that's not what it's actually going to be.
No, they use you.
Yes.
They use you and then they throw you away and then they leave you for dead.
Yeah.
It's actually never yours, really.
Yeah.
Unless, you know, you become someone like Taylor, which is kind of what the story continues on to become. It's
yes.
like kind of beating the industry at its own game.
Yeah.
Which is designed to cycle through these women, throw them out when they're no longer beautiful or young. And I guess that's what's so complex about this dynamic of for women being showgirls, is that they crave the validation, they crave the connection, but their worth is based in youth and beauty,
Yes.
which will leave you feeling 10 times worse than when you actually entered it, because you'll realize that you don't have anything without that beauty.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which is so devastating. It's actually so upsetting.
Yeah.
And I think also like leading off that verse back into the chorus, and once again the chorus starting with, "Hey, thank you for the lovely bouquet," is also just so metaphorical, I think, as well. It's like, thank you for all this love and I guess the prettiness of it. Like, it looks so beautiful. I get all these bouquets.
Yeah.
And all of this love, but actually they leave us for dead. And
Yeah.
actually behind the closed doors, kind of like the cigarette thing as well. It's like, this is killing me.
Yeah.
And thank you for giving me this bouquet, but now I'm going to tell you something that you're not going to want to hear. I don't
Yeah.
know. The bouquet is so interesting to me.
Yeah.
I think it just speaks, it just has so many meanings in this
Yeah.
song.
So true. The bouquet is almost metaphorical for the girl. For the concept of a showgirl, it's
Yeah.
beautiful, but
Yeah.
very quickly beauty
Wilts and
fades.
dies.
You will age.
Yes.
You will be discarded the second that you are no longer beautiful, and that's a devastating concept.
Totally.
So the showgirls are bouquets themselves.
Yes, but also the love that they receive is like a bouquet as well. It looks so beautiful and it's so instant. They give you all this praise. They throw flowers at your feet, which die and can change like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
You know, it can be forgotten.
Yeah.
And they leave you for dead, like the flowers
Yeah.
die.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, the bouquet metaphor in this song just means so many things.
Yeah, this song is so full of depth in that way, and there's so much that Taylor, you can understand, like, relates to in it, but also in some ways doesn't.
Yeah.
Like, even with that whole upbringing concept and everything,
Yeah.
it's like Taylor's had such a beautiful upbringing, and I think that that's made her equipped for this lifestyle, like having that support system and that
So
family
true.
grounding sort of base to her life.
But
But still being in touch with the fact that this is
yeah.
what's like really real.
common.
She would know it more than most people.
Yeah.
She's around other people in the industry and
Yeah.
seen where they come from and know their stories. And it's so clear to her, like, why so many people crumble when they chase this kind of lifestyle, but maybe also why she hasn't.
Absolutely. Yeah, she can kind of see that she's got this like unique quality to her family life as well that makes her maybe stronger.
Yes.
But also maybe why she wanted Sabrina on it, because she can maybe relate to that a little bit more maybe.
Totally.
And also just like all the showgirls around her that she's come into contact with, that she's had to be the mentor for, that she's had to like watch go through the industry and be so thick-skinned to survive it.
So true.
And she gives Sabrina the most almost out of any collab she's ever had with a woman.
Yeah, so true.
Singing wise on this song, because she gives her the whole second verse. Then we go into this next chorus, which Sabrina is singing pretty much the whole thing by herself as well.
Yep.
And then she shares the bridge with her.
Yeah, there's like an alternating situation happening there.
She really said, girl, sing for me.
I took her pearls of wisdom, hung them from my neck. I paid my dues with every bruise, I knew what to expect. Do you wanna take a skate on the ice inside my veins? They ripped me off like false lashes and then threw me away. And all the headshots on the walls of the dance hall are of the bitches who wish I'd hurry up and die. But I'm immortal now, baby dolls. I couldn't if I tried.
This bridge really takes you to a whole new place. The pace of it's completely different.
Love it.
Sonically, it's completely different. Very theatrical, very showgirl, very like theatre.
And imagery. Oh my God, the vivid imagery. And we know that Taylor pretty much just like came up with this like on the spot,
in that voice
which
memo,
is just insane.
Yeah, so crazy.
Word vomited out this superior bridge.
So concerning.
So concerning.
The way that she just spat this out on that voice memo.
This is the point in the song where we actually do flip to Taylor's experience. Like the whole time she's been like talking about this character and what the character is telling her. But now it's like, I took those pearls of wisdom and hung them from my neck. And like now we're like getting caught up to speed.
Yeah.
It's not just the first time she's seeing a show now and like wanting to be
No, it's like
that.
she's in
it's
it
like
now.
fast forwarding what she did with that wisdom, but how she survived the industry, which is really interesting.
So true. It's really only this first line that links back to going to the show and meeting Kitty. I took her pearls of wisdom, hung them from my neck, which I also just love that, like pearls of wisdom and a pearl necklace that you can hang from your neck. That's so fucked up.
So fucked up.
But then after that, I paid my dues with every bruise. I knew what to expect. So she's saying, I've paid my dues. I've been through this now. I've lived this life of a showgirl. But I also knew what to expect because of Kitty's advice.
Exactly.
Because of those pearls of wisdom. Want to take a skate on the ice inside my veins. That's a really interesting and fucked up lyric.
They've turned me cold. They have like literally frozen my blood so much so that you could skate on them.
Yeah.
I think that that's such a good lyric.
It is a very good lyric. And I do also think to some extent you can understand if Taylor relates to that.
Yeah.
I think again with the whole lyric from like Who's Afraid of Little Old Me, it's like the circus life made me mean. It's like they've turned me into this colder version of myself.
Yeah.
Through all of these horrifying experiences.
Totally. And continuing on, they ripped me off like false lashes and threw me away. I feel like that's linking nicely to like they left me, they leave you for dead. Like, yes. I love that also, that comparison to the false lashes. Like you have to rip them off and throw them away every night after the show. It's linking back to like a showgirl thing.
Absolutely.
Doing your makeup, putting your hair on, but it's like you are the false lashes. Like one day you just wake up and you're nothing new.
Yeah.
And you're
Which also
dead.
feels like Clara Bow again, this concept of like the new young thing coming along and then you become irrelevant
which
or
then
whatever.
Taylor kind of goes on to explore, like all the headshots on the walls of the dance halls are of the bitches who wish I hurry up and die. But I'm immortal now, baby dolls. I couldn't if I tried. I love when Taylor has lyrics that like makes the audience really know that she understands her place now in the music industry and how she's literally become a legend and how she couldn't die even if she tried. Even if she disappeared tomorrow, people would talk about Taylor Swift for the rest of time, and she really is just like up there with like the Beatles, Michael Jackson. Like she's made that impact and it's everlasting.
Yeah. And I think that it's in this lyric where you feel like there's a flip in the narrative and it becomes more positive, like I've made it and I'm successful, and it doesn't then negate the paying of the dues along the way. Like there's been a lot of hardship in Taylor getting to where she's at, but there's something at this part of the song that makes it feel like it's like, I have made it, and those sacrifices and that pain that I've had to go through were worth it, because now I'm here and I'm really happy with my choice to be here.
Yeah.
So there's something positive in that, there being like a positive flip at this point in the song.
Well, and I think that continues to happen in the last chorus.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
I completely agree. Oh, yes, there's so many lyric changes in the last chorus.
It's so superior. I love the last chorus.
So I say, thank you for the lovely bouquet. I'm married to the hustle, and now I know the life of a showgirl, babe. And I'll never know another pain hidden by the lipstick and lace. Sequins are forever, and now I know the life of a showgirl, babe. Wouldn't have it any other way. Wouldn't have it any other way. Thank you for the love.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
I just love this ending.
This is just, the lyric changes in this chorus are such a good flip in the narrative. It's so perfect
Such a
and
good flip.
this part of the song really makes me just feel so connected to Taylor.
Oh, so connected, so connected. I really feel so passionately about this. I feel like, in a way, I kind of said to Em that I feel like sometimes this song gives me like a Long Live energy.
Yeah.
Which is a lot for me to say if you know me, because like Long Live is like seriously one of my stan songs. But I feel like there's an energy behind this song that's like, I'm not going anywhere.
Yes.
And even though it's really hard, I love what I do and I am
Yeah.
here for it. Like, I actually just can't believe she says, I'm married to the hustle.
Yeah.
It's a lot because she just like got engaged and everything. So I feel like this is the one lyric that really shows that like she sees this as her life, and the reason she loves Travis is because he can get around that as well, and he doesn't want
Yeah.
her to stop being a showgirl. Like, he loves that about her.
So true. I don't know what, I feel like I bring this lyric up all the time, but it really reminds me of in Antihero when she says, I wake up screaming from dreaming, one day I'll watch as you're leaving and life would lose all its meaning. And it feels like that's a connection to like the fans and this career, like having this life, this was the dream for her. And she has told us this in so many ways, but you're so right. This song and this particular chorus is so long live coded in that way, because she's literally saying over and over again in all of these lyric changes how this is my life and I deeply will not be going anywhere because I don't want to.
And the resolution of like finally getting what she wanted. Like,
Yes,
Like
yes.
we go through that whole story of why you want to become a showgirl and all those things. And now it's like, thank you for the lovely bouquet. I'm married to the hustle.
Yeah.
I now know the life of a showgirl and I'll never know another.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I'm not going anywhere. This is my life now. I literally will not live another life. I
No.
will not know any other. Pain hidden by the lipstick and lace. I do
This
love
is such a fucked up
this
lyric. This is one of my
lyric.
favorites too.
Yeah.
I take it to go off the other line as well, what I really love. Like, I'll never know another pain
Yeah.
hidden by the lipstick and lace. Like, this is my life. This pain is part of it. And I think that once again, we're talking about how there's so much beautiful imagery in this song, like glowing and the bouquet and everything, but then how there is a pain on the other side of that, or a cost. And I feel like this lyric perfectly wraps that up. Hidden by the lipstick and lace, these beautiful things that you just see and you think, that's perfect.
Yeah.
And it's not.
And it's not. And I do love the use of the word lipstick specifically, because I feel like it makes so much sense for Taylor to use that, because like her red lips have become such a part of
So
her
true.
image as a showgirl. So like
Yes.
obviously showgirls are going to wear lipstick. Like
red
that's a universal showgirl experience, but it's just, it's part of Taylor's look.
I love Sabrina's ad-lib, lipstick and lace.
Yeah.
Behind that as well.
So good.
Sequins are forever.
That's also really Taylor Swift coded as well.
Oh my god, it's amazing. I love that it's a play on like diamonds are forever,
Yes.
which feels very old Hollywood, feels
Yeah.
very like classic. But
Yeah.
for Taylor, it's sequins because she
Yes.
is the life of a showgirl. She is the star. She's always going
Yeah.
to be up there on the stage.
And she loves sequins. She loves glittery dresses. She loves glittery bodysuits. And that's why I feel like it's also really connected to her, because like she could have said diamonds are forever here and it would have fit with the showgirl theme. But sequins are Taylor
sequins,
Swift's thing.
And I think Sabrina too, she's always up there in sequins
Totally.
as well. But I think that it's a very showgirl thing, and I love it because of what she said about the bodysuit in the Eras Tour documentary, where she's like, when I put on that lover bodysuit, I can do anything. It's like my superwoman outfit, and I feel like that is just so showgirl coded, and it really fits so well with this lyric as well.
Yeah, so true. I love that she said that in the
So
docuseries,
superior.
because it's like, in some way, I feel like we all knew that deep down. It's like, of course she puts on that bodysuit and she transforms into that showgirl version of herself from the normal girl Taylor that she is when she's not wearing the sequins.
You need something to put you into your showgirl mode. Wouldn't have it any other way. I thank you for saying that to us. Especially just like talking about all the hardship. It's like the fact that she's really spelling out how worth it is just so beautiful, I feel.
Yeah.
I love it.
Hey kitty, now I'll make my money being pretty and witty. Thank you for the lovely bouquet.
This outro has such an end of a movie feel.
We will see you next time. Give it up for the band and the dancers, and of course Sabrina. I love you, Taylor. That's our show. We love you so much. Good night.
It's perfect. I love how Sabrina says good night. That's so like exactly how she sounds when she's on tour.
It feels
So
like the end of a
perfect.
rom-com.
It does. It's the end of an era. Guys, it's the end of an era.
That's a lot for you to say.
Oh my God, it's perfect. At first we thought, is this actually from the Eras tour? And then we realized, no, it is actually her. They've re-recorded it for this,
Yeah.
but it's so perfect. I really do love that. And I love at the end that it's Sabrina talking to Taylor saying, hey, kitty, now I make my money being pretty and witty. Because I feel like for a moment there, they're almost breaking character and like Sabrina's talking to Taylor like she's the older, wiser person who's kind of like given her this advice and she's kind of saying, hey, I made it.
And the way she delivers it feels like she's almost like having a giggle.
She's like,
or like,
now I make my money.
It doesn't feel so serious.
And
it's
she
just like,
does
now I'm making money.
make her money being pretty and witty. That's
Yeah.
just actually exactly what Sabrina does. So
Yeah.
I think it's so fitting. And Taylor repeating thank you for the lovely bouquet throughout all of that as well is like, I think really symbolic and beautiful and just like her kind of like actually meaning it because after that chorus, she's like changed that meaning.
Yeah, totally.
And she's like, thank you for everything, for all this support and all the beautiful, yeah.
Being there for me, which is also long live coded.
Yes.
It's like, thank you, my fans, for like the bouquet is you listening to my songs, you buying my albums, you putting me here in the first place.
Exactly. Yes,
Yeah.
she's grateful for that. She
Yeah.
always sees that, even amongst the pain and like the intensity of being a showgirl.
Yeah.
I don't know, guys. I just feel like she really wrapped up the life of a showgirl in this song.
Yeah.
And even if you feel like there's other elements of the album that don't kind of maybe touch on that, I do think this song did it in the most perfect way. And to end with that really does give you that kind of feeling. And I've also really thought about the I guess maybe the hidden meaning or I guess the double meaning in her kind of saying throughout this whole song, you're never ever gonna know the life of a showgirl. Like, I wonder if in a way that's also kind of like the irony of this album not giving us heaps of like
That's tea.
real like thoughts of what Taylor's feeling and stuff because
Yeah.
like that's the point of being a showgirl.
Yeah.
You entertain and you kind of don't know really what's going on behind the scenes.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's an irony in that.
Absolutely. And, you know, you saying that even makes me think about how in one of those Showgirl interviews she said that still nobody knows what the fuck she's saying in the Black Dog.
Totally.
Like, it just makes me think about how many times over the course of her career she could be writing something that's written to entertain, written to fit a certain amount of syllables or a great melody or like a certain narrative, even if those things didn't happen. And it's because she is and can exaggerate certain emotions and experiences to make a very entertaining song because that's her job. And it's like, even though we feel so connected to the things that she says in her songs, it doesn't mean that every single lyric happened exactly that way. And that's the life of a showgirl.
Or just that you also could never know because you never know the context.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Like, it's not even that she could be not saying her truth or whatever. It's just that we can possibly know because we don't know her life.
There's always parts of it we'll never hear
Yeah,
about.
and I guess that is the life of a showgirl, having to deal with everyone picking apart your life constantly and fans just constantly theorizing and thinking that they know, and you can never really clear that up or whatever because it's part of your job to entertain and to like put it out there. I also do think there's kind of a script flip with this whole album, because Taylor's been known to be so open, vulnerable, constantly giving her fans so much insight into her life. And I feel like this album is kind of her, I don't know, doing that less, and also kind of talking more about the cost of that than actually just doing it.
So true.
Which is interesting, and I think makes sense coming at this point in her career, and after being a showgirl for so many years on the Eras tour, and just like that being more of her focus. Guys, that's our breakdown of these songs.
Yeah.
We are going to re-rank the album next week. So maybe we can have more conversations about overall album and how we feel about it, how it's grown, all of those kind of things in that video. So make sure you check that out. Thanks for hanging out with us along all of these songs.
Being here during these breakdowns.
Fun to talk about it with you guys. And we'll see you soon.
See you soon. Love you guys.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.